49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. There he goes left side. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick-6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Kittle, the tight end, in motion. Play action. Now Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Samuel going to go in motion right. They go play action here. Purdy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Darius Slay with a pick,
Powering his way forward. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins, 51 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
35 yards.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, Swift.
Fights through, and now a crease.
He's still on his feet. DeAndre Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.